I'm Prasad from Structural Guide. You're welcome to the Structural Guide YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about spalling of concrete. What is spalling of concrete? What are the main causes of spalling of concrete? How it affects on the structure? How do you repair the spalled concrete? All those will be discussed today. Please like our videos and subscribe our YouTube channel. You may get the notification on new videos. Let's discuss spalling of concrete. Spalling is a separation of the concrete in the cover zone from the original concrete. This is mainly due to the corrosion of the reinforcement. Corrosion of the rebar could be due to the carbonation of concrete, chloride attack, sulfate attack, and many more reasons. In generally, the spalling of concrete occurs years in between 10 to 20 years. Most of the structures, the spalling occurs after the 10 years. But it's very weak structures. If we haven't provided adequate cover, structures very close to the sea, if the structure is an aggressive environment, the spalling could occur early also. Effect of spalling of concrete. It affects durability of the structure. It's reduce the structural strength. So when the reinforcement are corroded, if the significant amount of area is lost, there will be issues for the structure. With that, structural failures could occur. Spalling could affect on the expansion joint, so they will be damaged. Also, it causes issues with the aesthetic appearance. Due to the now when you see the concrete surface, there may be cracks, there may be corroded reinforcement, rust mixed with the water, and the color will be changed. So those things will affect the aesthetic appearance of the structure. Causes of spalling structures. There are many to list here. You can see there are huge list here that cause the spalling of concrete. Pre-stoning effect, de-icing salt, poor finishing techniques, improper curing. So improper curing I want to discuss here. If you don't do the curing properly, there will be issues. Now say for example, if you consider a small slab having reinforcement, so if you don't cure adequately, so in a small slab what we do is we do the water curing. We have to pour the water adequate to the concrete surface. Concrete surface should not let dry. If the concrete surface dry, there won't be adequate moisture to react with the cement. The hydration process won't be completed if there is no adequate water. Then the cover zone will be weakened. That cause durability structure, the effect of the structure. It will create cracks. Then the porosity will be increased. With that, the reinforcement corrosion will be speed up. Carbonation process will be speed up. Therefore, curing is very important thing to discuss. Then the temperature. When there are high temperature, concrete surface might get cracked. That could affect the durability and cause the corrosion of the reinforcement. Inadequate compaction of the concrete. That also affect the strength. Fire exposure. During a fire, concrete cover zone could damage. With that, spalling could occur. Corrosion of the reinforcement induced by the carbonation. Carbonation is the process of which the carbon dioxide reacts with the concrete. Then this carbonation causes the cracking of the reinforcement. The oxide layer or the protective layer around the reinforcement will be damaged by this carbonation. Then it causes the corrosion of the reinforcement. It initiates the corrosion of the reinforcement. Corrosion by the chloride attacks. Corrosion by the sulfate attacks. All those are factors that cause the spalling. Now, if the cover is not adequate, these attacks may be there into the reinforcement, then reinforcement corrosion won't be avoided. Expansive effect caused by the alkali silica reaction. Alkali silica reaction. Inadequate cover for the reinforcement, this was discussed. Now if you construct the structure in aggressive environment, you have to provide the adequate cover. So depending on the exposure condition, you have to provide the cover. Therefore it's very important to consider the cover for the durability aspect of the structure, otherwise the corrosion may inevitable. Low quality concrete in the cover zone. Durability of the structures depend on the concrete strength, concrete grade. And also if you don't do the curing as previous mentioned, cover zone will be weakened. And also if you have a lower concrete grade, the cover zone strength will be lower. That could affect the reinforcement, could lead to the reinforcement corrosion. Bad concrete mix design also affect environmental pollution, that also create the durability issues in the structure. High water cement ratio also cause the durability issues in the structure. Those are the causes of spalling of the concrete. If spalling of concrete occurs, how do we repair? So we discuss causes, so we have to take action to avoid those causes. Then if the structure is damaged, now how we can repair? Mainly this repair can be categorized under three areas. Patching affected area. That is, you identify the defective area, you do the patching, that particular area you repair. Overlay. Overlay means you overlay wall area. You have to have additional layer to protect the affected area. Replace completely. You may remove the affected area completely and replacement can be done. Any of these three methods, you have to follow the following criteria when you do the repair. Clean the spoil concrete. As you can see here in these all figures, we have to clean the concrete. You see, the weakened concrete has to be removed. So we have removed all the weakened concrete, and also we have to remove the all the loosened concrete. You should not allow to keep loosened concrete there. Then clean the reinforcement. This reinforcement should be cleaned properly. Mostly if spalling occurs, there will be rust in the concrete. So we have to remove this rust around the reinforcement, and we have to make sure the reinforcement are clean. If reinforcement are extensively damaged, you may replace the reinforcement or you may put the additional bars as required. Then you may apply the anti-corrosive paint or anti-corrosive to the reinforcement. To protect the reinforcement, you may need to have additional protection. As additional protection, you may apply the anti-corrosive. Then the repairing can be done. These kind of repair should be done with the non-stick construction grounds, because now mostly we may need to repair the soffits. So if the soffit is repaired, when it get hardened, when the concrete get hardened, its volume should not reduce. If the volume is reducing when the soffit is repaired, there will be gap between the existing concrete and new concrete. The concrete will be separated. So volume should not change during the hardening stage. Therefore, we have to use non-swing construction grout. That is the most suitable type of construction grout or construction material or the type of concrete, because it does not reduce its volume during its hardening time. So you have to do, once you place the concrete, you have to do the curing adequately. As per the technical specification of that particular construction grout, you have to follow the curing procedures. And also concrete mixing and the concrete placing also shall be as per that particular product specification or relevant guideline. Once you do the concrete work and once it is cured and hardened, you can do the finishing as you wish, or you can do the finishing to match with other structures. With that, we end the today's discussion. Today we discuss about spalling of concrete, what is spalling, main causes, and effect on the structures and how do we repair spoiled concrete were discussed today. Thank you very much.